All right, you guys, this is the last part to my three-parter question and answer for thick locks. It's my 2.5 year lock update. So at the end of this video, I will, give you a 360 and up and closer look at my hair at the moment. I have not been retwisting, and I'm going to get into that because I did have somebody ask me that question. So let's jump into it. This video is going to be based on and around questions that I received about products, my regimen, and my lock jewelry. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go with this one. I got a question on Instagram, and the question was, how do you retwist them? Like I said, at the moment I'm not retwisting, but I do have a video showing how I retwist my hair, like in full. And I'll leave that link in, the box below on how. Let me write that down so I don't forget y'all. All right. He also said, one of your vids, you said you stopped using gels and products. Was that after or before they locked? I stopped using gels and products to retwist my hair before they were completely locked. I was probably around the 10-month, 11-month mark. And as I said, this has now been 2.5 years. I stopped using gels. He didn't ask me that, but I'm just going to answer it. I stopped using gels and products and stuff because my hair is so thick that I was noticing that when I went to wash my hair, the gel that was being used up, at my roots was washing down into the lock itself. So it was making it more difficult for me to wash my hair or get everything out because now I'm trying to wash dandruff, which is the reason I wash it. Anyway, I'm trying to wash dandruff. Now I'm trying to combat products that I've been using for 2 weeks in it, from gel to sprays to whatever. And it's already difficult to wash. Well, not really difficult, but it's thick locks, so it's not as simple as washing loose hair, of course. So I also had noticed like a cast on my hair. It was at one point my locks looked gray. And I didn't really notice it because it was like in the back. And I also at the time was using Dr. Bronner's peppermint shampoo. And I think that was actually like making it making the gel and stuff like it was like sticking to my locks, and I didn't like it. Once I seen the cast on it, that was it for me. It was no more gel. I just stopped. I was like, let me try it. I'm gonna try it without gel and retwist like normal, with putting clips on it like normal. Um, and I did it with water, and it stayed just as well as a retwist with gels and stuff. So that was it for me. Um, and just waste of product. So these was the clips that I was using at the time. I stopped using clips too. And started to do a method where I just take and part my hair 4 ways. And like I said, that's the video I'll put down below for you. Okay. So yeah, I stopped using gels before my hair actually had locked all the way. He also asked, how do you retwist it? Palm roll and clip, question mark. I've never ever palm rolled before. Whenever I do twist, I just take them and twist it like this until it's taut, and then put a clip on it. Like I said, I stopped using clips a long time ago. So once I did that, I just put it back. You'll see it in the video. Okay. God King Leof, I believe is how you said it on Instagram. It's spelled GAWDKEENNGLIOLF. I don't know how you came up with that. And I would really like to know like the pronunciation of it, like really what it says. Okay. So I'm going to tag you and I'm going to ask you that. Okay. He asked me where did I get my dreadlock jewelry from. Uh, I've never came across any of the spirally jewelry that actually fit my locks because they're so thick. So what I do use is, you remember the old school braids, like little gold. These is what I use. Okay, you can see right there how much I paid for it. $2. They are not real gold, of course, so they do fade and they turn silver. And they do that probably after about a week wear with water, or because I wash my hair with them in and everything sometimes if I forget to take them out. But they'll turn silver, and when they turn silver, I just take them and put them to the side in another little container because I sometimes wear clothing that looks okay with silver. They basically come like this. Let's see the best way to show y'all. All right, like a little gold clasp, and it opens up. Like that. Okay. And then I just find a lock, pop it on there, and then squeeze it shut. And it stays. I have about 4 or 5 in right now. I usually just do like 3. Like I'll just grab a random lock and just put it on there. Alright. And I got this from a beauty supply store. You probably can get it at any beauty supply store. I live in VA. But yeah, that's it. I got a question from W Foggy Jr. on Instagram. Question: why would you go 6 months without retwisting? I like the challenge of it. When I first started locking my hair, I just was so strict on not strict on myself, but when I first started locking my hair, I was retwisting it every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks at the most. I think I maybe went one whole month, like a few times in the beginning. But I thought that me twisting it or keeping it twisted was going to help it lock in the beginning. That's what I thought. But then I soon found out that when you really just let it go and stop fooling with it, it does better as far as locking, because now your hair is able to tangle and mingle and connect and just get locked. And you keeping it neat like that, twisted, don't really give it room to really move around and like get in there and do what they want to do. So I did the 6 months challenge once before because somebody had made a post about a group in a lock group for people to go 6 months without retwisting and try. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try. And I did it and I loved it. And from that point on, it was like, I like it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like neat locks anyway. I don't consider myself freeform. I don't consider myself semi-freeform. I don't consider myself maintained. I just consider my locks like free-flowing. I do with them what I wish, how I feel in the moment. And so 6 months retwisting just gives me a chance just to let them be them, do them, and grow. Also, with the first time I did the 6 months challenge, this is my second time doing it in 2.5 years. So the first time I did it, I just like it a lot because I don't forget about them, but it lets them grow. You know what I'm saying? Like they grow, and then when I go to retwist it, I be like, damn, it grew that much in 6 months. 6 months is a long time. It's hard. It's hard to go that long if you're not into that type of thing, but I like it. So that's where I'm at right now. And it's only been like maybe 3 weeks, almost a month. I don't consider braid outs as twisting it because I'm not actually twisting and putting a clip on it. Because when I do braid outs, my roots still aren't perfect. As you can see, they still just be living their life. So I'll do a braid out and I'll do a bantu knot here and there if I get bored in that 6 months. But twisting, putting in a clip, or twisting and actually twisting all of them, I don't do. What I did before when I did it the first time was twisted it, but I was maintaining just like the front row, or sometimes even the front 2 rows if I wanted to be neat if I was going somewhere. But at the time my locks was a little bit shorter, and I was still kind of feeling, a little iffy about like how I was looking and stuff when I went out somewhere and had to be dressed a certain type of way. So that's what that was about. But this time I'm not doing that. Like the front, as you can see, they rocking out with their cock out, like they doing whatever they want to do, and I don't care. I ain't gonna say what I was about to say because we need to answer these questions. Okay, next question. Lashana, she said, I was just wondering, do you retwist more often or less now that your locks are mature? I just kind of answered that, less now. And do you have a length goal? If so, what are you going to do when you reach it? I don't have a length goal. I know that I do not plan on cutting my locks ever. I think that just will hurt me to my heart. I guess because of how the journey has been for me with it. It's been good. It's been like teaching me a lot about myself. And if I was to cut one of my dreads off, I'd probably be so hurt. So I don't think I'm going to do that. My goals though, when I do have them, are not like, oh, I wanted to be booty length. Oh, I wanted to be my ankles. It's not like that. I don't never think like that. It's like when it was little like this, I was like, if it just gets to my ears, I'm good. Then when it got to right here, I'm like, okay, once it get right here, I'm good. And now that it's right here and it's touching right here, it's like, ooh, okay. So when I get right here, that's my goal right here. So my goals come like this. So yeah, my goal is to the stars. Next question from Spunk_Lee. How long does it take for your hair to fully dry at the roots after a retwist if you don't sit under the dryer? Somebody else asked me something like that too. Yes, when singer full, how long does it take you to wash your hair? Do you find thick locks hard to rinse out in drying time? All right, so I'm gonna answer both these right now. How long it takes me to wash my hair in the sink? About 30 minutes. And that's with me sudsing, rinsing, maybe sudsing again if I feel like it. But I really don't need to because I haven't used gel or products like heavy like that in my hair for so long. There's really nothing in there. All I'm really washing out is oil. So like 30 minutes to wash it. To dry it, if I retwist it and do it in the method where I separate into 4 separate like ponytails or 4 separate sections, when it dries like that, it'll take me like 24 hours. Like seriously, for it to be fully dry. And in a video that I'm going to share, or the link that I'll share, you'll see. Because I leave it like that. And so like 24 hours. And then if I don't retwist, like right now how my hair is, if I wash my hair tonight and then go to sleep, it might still be damp. But usually what I'll try to do, especially when I'm going like this where it's not twisted, where I'm not twisting, is I wash it during the day. So if I wash it during the day and if it's kind of a warm day outside, I'll go outside somewhere and of course it'll dry faster, like within a few hours. But yeah, they're pretty thick, so they don't dry really, really fast, for real. When Singerful asks, do you find thick locks hard to rinse out? Not anymore. I fixed that problem when I stopped using gels and stuff. Depending on what type of shampoo I use, if it's a shampoo that's got like Shea Moisture shampoos, I don't like using them because they're good moisturizing. I think would be good to use if you were a loose natural, but for actual locks, I don't really like using it because it feels kind of like it's conditioned, like conditioner is in it, which, like I said, would be good if you got loose hair. But with me, I just feel like it's hard to wash that out. I'm going to show you like my products and stuff. And now that I'm looking at the time, I'm actually going to do that on a 4th video. But that'll be the last one, and that'll be quick. I'm sorry. It's just a lot of questions. I just want to make sure everybody's covered. I think I answered all of that for you guys. With Spunk_Lee, how long does it take for your hair to fully dry at the roots after a retwist? if I retwisted and I used clips and I went under the dryer, it would probably take me like an hour and a half. And even then, it might still be a little wet, like in the middle section, but like the front will be straight. The back too might be a little bit damp. But under the dryer, the most important part to me getting dry was the roots, because that's where the actual twist is being held. So if I'm drying it and the twist is dry or the root is dry, I'm good. So like an hour and a half under the dryer. Without the dryer and just clips, I usually would do that and go to sleep overnight and like wrap it up some type of way where I could sleep comfortably and then wake up and then it still might be a little bit wet. So I think I got, dang it. Sakina Purnell asked me, what do you use to keep it in place when twisted? And what oil products do you use? Like I said, the next video, Sakina, I'm going to have the products in it all by itself. And then what I use to hold it, like I said, were these clips right here. I had two different kinds. I would use the one prong on like the thinner locks. And I used the double prong ones on the thicker locks, which were more so like in the middle. I used the smaller ones around like the edges and stuff. But the double ones I prefer was these. And then I haven't used clips in a long time. So even with that, now if I do retwist, I'll use elastic ties like this and section it off. And that'll be in the link provided. Marlena Calloway on YouTube, she asked me, did your retwist method change or your products? Not really. I've been doing like the same thing since forever. I still don't use gels. All the products that I use will be in the next video. My retwist method has not changed from the one that I'm going to share in the link provided. And Sweet Cynic, she asks, your locks look so soft. What products do you use? Or is it just your hair type? I think it's a combination of both. My hair type is soft. It's wavy. And I use oils and stuff to moisturize my hair, but not too often because it breaks me out. So the products I do use, again, that'll be in the next video. Latoya Ayers on YouTube also asked me, what do you use to moisturize your hair with? That's coming next. And that's it, y'all. Yes, Lord. That's it. That's all the questions. Okay? So my last video is just going to be showing the products, because I got a boatload of them. So that's why I don't even really want to add it to it. I should, though, but I don't want to because it's already 18 minutes. I am something else.